All right, fam, this is my third time filming this intro. I keep getting phone calls as soon as I begin, so hopefully third time is the charm. But welcome to the video, you guys. Today, I'm going to be chatting with you about the ARC Music Festival set times. I love doing these videos because I get to share artist recommendations with you, and I'm finally starting to see, the possibilities of who we're going to see. Our schedule is coming together. It all feels good, so I'm super pumped to finally be back this year. If you are new to ARC, here is the deal with this festival. So it started last year as a 2-day house and techno event. It is back now for the second year in the birthplace of house music, which is Chicago. So this festival really celebrates the roots of Chicago house and Detroit techno. Plus, you get incredible international talent here as well, celebrating the African American and queer communities. So it's a really special event. The event producers behind this have been involved in the club scene in Chicago for years. So the fan experience, the first year was spectacular. They really know what they're doing with production, set times, all that stuff. So you guys are in for a real treat if this is your first time going. With all that being said, today I'm going to walk you through the sets that I plan on attending, as well as giving you different artist recommendations. So if you're excited about all that, give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Emma. I'm so excited to have you guys here. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any uploads. All right, with all that being said, quickly, I am going to host a meetup at ARC. I love to do these. I get to meet you guys in person, and you get to meet other ravers. So if you're going solo, come hang out, say hello. It's going to be Saturday at 5 p.m. I don't have the location yet because we don't have the new map out yet, but just note on your set times list, 5 p.m. Saturday. I just got all new stickers in. I got candy, come hang out, and then hopefully we can go see a set together. So that's the deal with that. All right, some things to consider, because if you are looking at this lineup, the set conflicts are brutal, which we knew was going to happen because there's way too much talent on this lineup. But these are a couple things that I like to keep in mind. So again, if you're new this year, one thing that ARC does really, really well is longer set times. Again, they understand the importance of a long set. So they do most of the artists justice, especially later in the day. A lot of them have hour-and-a-half sets, so 90-minute sets or 2-hour sets, which is really nice. So you can compromise and split sets if you need to. Again, this event is not that big, so depending on the stage, it really does not take that long to get to each stage. If you're going to be talking about the last set of the night, the crowd was thick at main stage, but you can still easily get from there to the Elro tent to the expansion stage. So it's not EDC Vegas difference or distance where it's going to take you 20 minutes to get to a stage. Don't worry about that. Also consider who you can see at the afters. I'm going to talk about that in a second, but that is hugely playing into who I am seeing. So you can see some of these artists play after sets, so that can also help you alleviate, set time conflicts at the festival. I would prioritize back-to-back sets because those are super special, and you also have a lot of legendary, again, house and techno artists from the Chicago area and from Detroit, which is super special because you may not see them on a lot of other lineups, so I would also prioritize that. And then lastly, see what stage design you like the most. So on Friday, feel out the stages. If there's one you really, really enjoy spending time at, if it's the vibe, if it's the atmosphere, spend more of your time there. I would highly recommend that. For me, it's the Elro stage. We'll talk about that in a second, but the Elro vibes are immaculate, so I prioritize Elro sets over the other stages. So with all that being said, let's dive into the set times on Friday. Alrighty, you guys. So I like getting there early. I'm going to try to get there at 2 p.m. every day just because I want to make the most of this festival. So again, we have 4 stages. The grid is main stage. Elro is a tent. Usually, and then expansions is the third smaller stage. That was where a lot of the techno acts were. And then you have the ARC car, which was this bus last year powered by the Good Bus. So that was really cool. That was a smaller, more intimate stage. So on Friday, I would honestly have really good options, but I want to go see Mortz Hofbauer. He is a little bit more deep house, melodic techno. If you're a Boris Brecha fan, I would recommend Mortz. De La Swing is a staple Elro resident, so he's a really good one as well. And Blue Nine is an awesome techno artist. I met her at ARC last year, so really cool there. You got a bunch of options. 3 p.m. I'm going to see Mayan at the Elro stage. She is quickly becoming one of my favorite tech house artists. I've seen her play a few times this year, and I really, really love her sets. She's got a bunch of tracks out on Black Book Records, so it makes sense. This like Chris Lake is the closing act on Elro that day, so there's a lot of artists that are kind of like in that vein, so I would recommend Mayan. Another one I want to shout out is Hiroko Yamamura, back-to-back DJ Hyperactive. These are Chicago-based techno acts, so these are resident DJs again, talking about like special sets, so that's pretty cool to go see. Then one of my non-negotiables is Casablanca at 3:50 at the Grid. If you're a fan of Lane 8, I think you'll really like Casablanca. They have some songs together. This is on my must-see list because I haven't seen them yet, so I'm prioritizing artists that I haven't seen live yet, so that's like a big one for me. But I know Pan Pot is a really big one for a lot of people. I also haven't seen them, so that's a big one. Then after that, I'm probably going to go catch the end of Pan Pot and then stay for Sama Abdul Hadi, who is making waves in the techno scene. I saw a little bit of her at Ultra, but I really, really want to go check her out because, again, have not seen her, so definitely don't sleep on her. But Nora En Pure and Clooney, also great artists. Nora En Pure, label head of Purified, amazing deep house, like very soulful music, very vibey, and Clooney's a fantastic tech house artist that's like popping off right now. So you really can't go wrong again, but I'm going to go to Sama. And then after that, this is where it gets a little tricky here, fam, but I think I'm going to catch the beginning of Anna because I keep missing Anna on lineups because there's always conflicts, but she's a fire techno act. So I want to see the beginning of her. And then I may skip Lane 8 at this festival, which I can't believe I'm saying that. I don't know. We'll see. I may leave Sama early and go to Lane 8. I'm going to see where the vibes take me, but I want to catch the end of Eats Everything back-to-back Scream because both are very powerful, dynamic, versatile artists, and that back-to-back in the Elro tent is going to be fucking insane, so I don't want to miss that. And then I'm posting up for Daddy Chris Lake because he's literally like one of my favorite artists. I've seen him play live a few times this year, and it's just been insane every single time. So I can't miss Chris Lake in the Elro tent. Like, that combination together is amazing. So with that being said, I'm going to miss Boris Breha. I'm probably am going to leave Chris early because I've seen him before to go see the legend that is Richie Houghton. Because if we're talking techno and pioneers here, like, that is a can't miss set. So I have to see the end of Richie Houghton for sure. Boris I'm skipping only because I'm going to the Boris Breha afters at Radius that night. So I'm getting all of the Boris in there, and I'm going to stay for that entire set because he's on like the top of my must-see list. So that is my set times on Friday. Then on Saturday, I would probably show up at 3 for either Shailena Menahutu or Tini Gessler. Both are pretty big Elro residents, fantastic house artists, so I would probably go see one or the other of them. Then I want to go see Enrico San Giuliano at 4. He's an awesome techno artist. He's going to be at Main Stage. And then I'm going to go to the Rave Culture Cast meetup at 5 that I'm hosting you guys. So again, I'll let you know where that is. But we got to point out Carl Craig, back-to-back Seth Troxler, both Detroit techno pioneers, very well known in the dance music scene. So that back-to-back is going to be super special. So Detroit represent. You guys got to go see that one. Then after the meetup, I'm kind of like open. I would love to see a little bit of Joseph Capriati because I've never seen him live. And he's a lot of techno is happening on the grid this day, you guys. But we also have Chicago legends Gene Farris back-to-back Mike Dunn on the Elro stage. I love Gene Farris. I got to meet him at ARC last year. Super cool guy. And then you have Mike Dunn, who is very well known for his contribution and basically birthing Acid House. So that's also very legendary back-to-back. So I'm definitely going to see part of that. And then from there, I'm going to probably go just all grid the rest of the night because I'm a Carl Cox fan and I absolutely love him, and seeing him on Main Stage playing 2 hours is going to be insane. So I'm going to go see Carl Cox into Charlotte DeWitt. Absolutely love her. I only got to see a little bit of her at EDC Vegas this year, so I just want to see her like fucking throw down heavy ass techno on the Main Stage. Again, you have very big names in the Chicago house scene. You have Derek Carter, who's very well known for the underground house scene and being a part of that early on. And then you have Mark Farina, who combines a little bit more. He's well known for like house music that also has influences of jazz in it, and they've been friends for a really long time. So that's going to be like a super special dynamic on the expansion stage. And then you have Honey Dijon, who's also from Chicago, who's very well known in the underground house scene. And she's also an advocate and speaks openly about transgender rights and awareness, which is super special. So again, a lot of really amazing options here. year. And then going into Sunday, I would honestly go early to see Azeka. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I was looking up people on this lineup and really liked her style, a little bit more like darker house and techno. So I definitely want to go early to see her playing on main stage. And then I'm kind of open. At 3 p.m., I could either go see Cryptogram, Chip E at the Elro stage, or Una Dal back-to-back DJ3. I'm kind of leaning towards that so I can get more time at Expansions. I'm going to go see Gioli and Asia at Expansions after at 4:20. They were one of the most special sets I saw at Electric Forest. They play live instruments, piano, drums. They sing. Like it's a really amazing duo. So I really want to go see that. I just saw Wax Motif like multiple times this year, so I'm gonna skip Wax. I'm sorry to say it, but I will be at Vintage Culture at 4:50. He is one of my favorite producers ever. I absolutely love his music, and he's fire live. So that's gonna be super special for me. And then I'm gonna stay for Gorgon City because I keep missing them and I keep missing their shows that they've had here locally in New York City. So I want to go see some of Gorgon City. And then I have a couple conflicts here. I really want to see DJ Tennis. He's an amazing house producer and I haven't had a chance to see him yet. So that one's really intriguing. So I'm probably going to leave Gorgon, go to DJ Tennis, and then I'm personally going to go catch the end of Claptone at Elro because he is also just like him and Elro also just like go hand in hand. And he's really, really fun house act to see. And then I have to see Fatboy Slim in the Elro tent because I haven't seen this legend play music yet and I'm dying to. So that's going to be so freaking cool. And then I might like leave him a little bit early to go see Deepfake at the Arc Car because I don't have any other sets at the Arc Car stage. And I really like their sound too. They're like a super cool act, but you also have Ben Bomer if you guys are into more like deep melodic house, like really very chill and vibey at the Expansion stage. And then the only reason I'm not mentioning Adam Beyer back-to-back Cerez D, which you guys, it's not even a choice. Like you have to go see that. That's going to be insane. They're playing 2 hours, so you could go see an hour of them and then you could go see another act. But I'm going to the Adam Beyer back-to-back Cerez D afters on Sunday. So I'm going to see them. I've seen them a couple times this year. So I made the executive decision to go see Fatboy Slim because I don't know when that will ever happen again. And I failed to mention this on Saturday, you guys. I'm going to the Get Real after party at Arc. So I'm going to go see like Claude Von Stroke and that whole thing at Radius. So I'm going to be at Radius 3 days in a row now. That wasn't the plan, but it's a really fucking sick venue in Chicago. So anyways, guys, that is everybody that I plan on seeing at Arc this year. Again, I'm a very go with the flow kind of girl. So we'll see what actually happens when we are there because I want to leave room to be flexible. But like I said, these are long set times. The stages aren't that far apart. You guys can totally split things, but I do recommend some of those special sets from the Chicago and Detroit, like pioneers of dance music. I would go see them because when else are you going to see them? The back-to-backs I would prioritize, and then the Elro stage, like go there. It's just crazy. There's confetti blasts every single set. There's stilt walkers. There's performers. Like it's fully immersive. The whole thing is decorated. The ceiling's decorated. Like it's crazy. So you have to see that as well. But don't forget our meetup Saturday at 5 p.m. I will keep you guys posted on the full details for that on my pages at Emma Kapotes and at Rave Culture Cast, so you guys can stay in touch with me there. Again, if you're new here, I would love it if you would hit the thumbs up button, give this a like, and then hit the subscribe button down below to join the family. I think that's all I have for you guys. I hope you have an awesome week, and I will see you at ARC. Bye, guys.